Welcome back, guys. Ben here, and today we are checking out Not Quite Dead. This is from developer Void Echo Studio, and this is a game that's going to be coming out into early access. Open world zombie survival co-op game with base building, looting, crafting, vehicles, and exploration. Now, straight off the bat, you might be thinking, hang on a minute, this looks like SurrounDead, and it's using the same asset pack that SurrounDead and many other games use. And so, you know, they've bought that asset pack and then they've built it into their game here. And one of the main things, this is going to get a lot of comparisons to SurrounDead. I've played that a little bit, but this is a co-op version. So you will be able to play this with friends, which as far as I'm aware, SurrounDead is like a highly requested feature, but SurrounDead is still single player as far as I'm aware. So this is kind of trying to deliver on that, but we're going to be checking out the solo progression, see how it is, explore the world. Apparently 75% of the world is here at the moment, according to the roadmap, and there'll be more to come. It's coming into early access on the 1st of September, and you can actually join the playtest for this. If you're watching this beforehand, you can request access. I'll leave the link to the Steam page in the description below. But the dev was actually kind enough to reach out and provide me with a key to check this out today, so we're going to be checking out. We're on like the 0.4 patch or something like that, so I don't know what the patch will be when it comes out. But we're going to explore it, see what it's like, see what the systems are, and kind of see how we get on. So, yeah, thank you so much for being here. Sit back, relax, like, comment, subscribe. This is Not Quite Dead. So, right off the bat, a few little things to mention. This game boots up and starts straight away. You can't Alt-Tab, like, you can escape. And if you exit game, it restarts the game and you wake up where you were just sitting. Hopefully that's going to be fixed, because I do not like that. Even if you put it in windowed mode, full screen mode, you can't have anything over the top of it. It's like very invasive in terms of like, it must be the front window on your Windows device. So I'm hoping that'll be fixed, because that's very annoying. But yeah, that minor thing aside, we're going to be playing 4K, 120 frames, everything on high. Should be a game that can handle that, to be fair. So yeah, not sure how much this one's going to launch for either, but we've got this little tutorial that we're going to go through first, and looks like we have our inventory here. When we press tab, our equipment, we've got crafting, quest log, we've got a skill tree, we've got a map with no signal, events, and there are factions as well. Not a fan of the AI kind of art things here, but maybe it's placeholder. But the roadmap is very like, type it into AI and get a roadmap like graphic generated. But yeah, we're gonna see what's actually in the game here. So hold E on chests and other lootable items to open them. In this game you can find blueprints to craft new items, and you right click it to learn it. Let's do that. You can loot all. You can learn the pistol. All good, and it auto equip the backpack for us as well. We have a knife which we'll put on one. There we go. Okay. Hotbar slots 1 and 2 are reserved for weapons only. We have like a, we have a scar. And you can right click and upgrade the weapon, disassemble it as well. Okay. It's cool, you can disassemble weapons. To invite someone to your game, open the pause menu and invite friend. After the tutorial. You need to do the tutorial first. Shift to sprint, space to jump, C to toggle walk, control to crouch, H to ping something. That's cool. I like that. I like that there's the walking option as well. You can toggle on C. Press tab and escape. Doesn't pause the game. Neither pause the game. Pick some fiber. First person view isn't available yet, but it is coming soon, and the game saves automatically. You can delete your save data and start a new game from the options menu. And you can press E to pick things up. And you can press the corresponding menu. Okay, so we can basically put water on 3, food on 4, bandage on 5. We've got 7 hotbar slots. Hold E to interact with containers, then head back on the trail. I like the music so far. In terms of settings, this is all they've got. This doesn't matter. I mean, it does, but it's still like there, you know. There's no actual, you've got the settings here. I'm going to turn motion blur off. Field of view will keep it 90. Just going to bring that music down a little bit. And you've got some controls which you can rebind, but you can't rebind option menu or walk at the moment for some reason. No controller support, or if it is, it's through Steam's like controller thing. It's not like native, so you can assign it, but no controller support at the moment. Some armor and some boots. I like how it auto equips if you don't have something there. Okay. Uh-oh, zombie ahead. Equip your rifle. Left click to shoot, right click to aim. This one is not moving, you're lucky. Okay. Maybe it's target practice. Not a fan of how many that you can't... I don't get it with zombie games where it's not a one-shot kill to the head, and this is far too many. This is half a mag. Half a mag to take them out. Can't put... Oh, you can put weapon there. Okay, so firearms are the only ones you can have. We can get our sword out there. Okay, I drank my water by mistake. So you got like a double drum mag there. Okay. Yeah, I think he's got a token to trade with factions and raw infected meat. Okay. Get the gas mask, equip it for entering radiation zones if it is not equipped automatically. Oh, it is equipped already. That's fine for us. Some radiation zones contain a mutation mass. Shoot it to destroy the source of the radiation, or use a gas mask and radiate. Okay. Yeah, I think, I don't mind that having quite a bit of health and, you know, stuff like that, but I think... I don't know what it is. I'm always put off by zombie games where it takes like 10 headshots to kill an enemy. Use axes on trees, use the pickaxe on grey stones, collect some scrap metal, look for burnt or rusted vehicles of the same colour as this one. Okay. Oh, we can search the car. Oh, you just search the car and you get it. Okay. Where is the stone? Also has a little health bar. And... oh, there's a tree falling animation with some sounds. Okay. And then it already went into our inventory. Okay. Oh. Snow can arrive quickly. Find warm clothing to keep moving, or build a campfire and use wood to stay warm. The left temperature shows your body temperature. Oh, it's 25 degrees. Drops to 5 or below, you'll start taking damage. I like that. I like that. And cold. 0 is cold, 20 to 40 is comfortable, above 40 is too hot, and you'll also take damage. Okay. We could put some wood in there, and we're not really warming up. This adds a bit of temperature. There we go. I'm staying around 13. Oh, we're going up a little bit now. 14 degrees. Okay. Containers like this to access vehicle storage. there is vehicles as well. E to get in, space to exit the vehicles. Passenger vehicle upgrades are coming soon. Get car storage back here. You can get in the vehicle. Drive around as well. Find bunkers. Open the door. The door you need to use for quest. Not the door you need to use for quest. Construction inside bunkers coming soon. That would be cool. You'll be able to have, like, build your own little hideouts and stuff underground. I can imagine this being quite cool to, like, go in and get loot and find stuff and things like that. That's pretty cool. I like the ideas of this so far. Keep meaning as well to, like, revisit SurrounDead as well. Tried it a little bit last year. But I think that's one that's always being upgraded and things as well. Like, updated, so. Like I said, I think this might appeal to people because it gives you the co-op aspect of it. So, left click to place it. You've got blueprint here. Okay. Use a campfire or a furnace to cook or craft items. Add wood and the items you want to process. So chicken and wood. There's a split system as well. And then that will cook the chicken. Nice, okay. Music's quite nice. Fill the gas can, place in your hotbar. Add fuel to the gas can. I feel like for all the stuff that's in the hotbar, they really need to give you more hotbar space. I never get it when games only give you like 7. It's like, bro, we have extra slots. We can take fuel, I think. Yeah, oh, we're full already, yeah. Okay. And that's the car. As well, you got storage on the roof. You move around quite quickly as well. Your stamina does go quite quick. Alright. Got some food for the road. And so we'd add fuel. I imagine it's gonna make us start from scratch anyway, but it's a tutorial, isn't it? That's cool. We got fuel on the right hand side as well as the health, speed as well. Lights on 1. There's a helicopter. Downward to increase your forward speed. And send it a 45 degree to move faster. Okay. That was quite nice actually. It hovers by default. Dare I say, actually quite. I like the controls for this. Okay, and let's land. Oh. Rough landing. Safety zone. Whatever that's for. And that's where you'd exit. Leave the tutorial, you won't be able to return. More features await you in the open world. Fishing rod to your action bar, select the correct slot. Cast the line. I think it's going to wipe us, but let's... Can you get in the boat as well? Oh, you can drive a boat too. And we can swim. A lot of stuff here already. Right off the bat. Don't know if there's going to be quests or if it's just going to be a case of just try and survive. There is a quest log. Yeah, you saw us go naked then for a sec. It's going to strip all that stuff from us. You learned the basic, now create your survivor. Continue to lobby. There we go. Okay, so now maybe it'll take me to the main menu. Maybe that kind of pervasive forcing you to start whenever you leave was because I hadn't done the tutorial yet. Maybe. Your customization. So Brian the Fixer, the Wanderer. I don't know if that's an actual... Oh, it's just male or female, basically. Okay. We've got our hair options. Just do that. The mustache. There we go. Yeah, sorted. What we'll do. Cool. So easy coming soon, hard coming soon. We just got normal difficulty to begin with. You can have permadeath or not. Your permanent death ends the run, or the permanent death of any player ends the run for everyone. Oh, okay. Interesting. It'd be pretty cool if it just booted that person out the lobby. It was like they've died and they're gone. And that's it. Or you have to come back as like a lower character or something. Like you do in Project Zomboid, right? Okay. Let's see how it starts us and what it's like. Seems quite good. Okay, so we literally start with absolutely nothing. No reason. We're just out in the middle of nowhere. Survived the crash. We crashed in the helicopter. And we do have a map. Okay, this is the bit of the map, I guess, that's not available yet. There's an infestation. Should we go to the harbor? Is that a car? Or is that a building? I'm not sure. That would be going back on ourselves. Alright, where are we? Got some power lines. What do we think that is over there? Oh, that's the infestation. Yeah, we don't want to go over there. Oh, you can see. Oh, shit. Okay, so zombies over there. Oh, I opens up our, like, clock. And our latitude, longitude. Oh, it's like the developer console playing I, or the server. Okay, so you can actually change the time of day if you want. Obviously, I don't think that's like normal behavior. Right. Crafting. Can we craft like a baseball bat? Let's do that. And get an axe. Oh my god, I thought I was getting attacked. Oh, I'm gonna keep pressing I by mistake. Alright, we got the bat. We got the axe. We got some cash just given to us through the ether. I also wanted to see if what we need for like clothing. We need cloth. And how do we, can we make cloth? No, loads of things you can build though. Okay. Can we get cloth from the fiber? No, that just adds fiber, doesn't it? That just gives us... Oh, useful for crafting cloth. Wait. So is there... Can we search for cloth? Oh, we can. Free fiber, okay. Because there is the temperature, obviously, in this game, so we do need to make sure that we don't get... There's a little town here as well. Also, signs of past life. Okay. Have a look at that then. Some more of this. Do we have a weight system? I've got hunger and thirst, which is something we need to sort out. Seems like it's slot-based. Can't see anything about... There's an inventory sort, so it's got some nice quality of life things that... I guess that's one of the advantages with using like an asset pack like this, is that you can focus more on the gameplay because the art direction is like taken care of for you. Like the making of the assets is taken care of to some degree. I keep pressing I though. Armor. Oh wait, let's search. I like that there's a search bar as well. and actually listens to the filter. Although for some reason I can't. There we go. Off. I don't think that's enough. No. A bit more. There is a zombie over there. Loot box. And a book. Crafting material. How do we open it? Open the treasure chest. Okay. Nice. We got a new baseball bat. Do they have stats? That does 20 damage. This one does 50 damage. Okay. Doesn't look like there's durability either. I'll search the random toilet, which has a cell phone and a car tire in it, because of course. Might need to upgrade the loot tables. Hammer and a pencil. Used for crafting. Okay. Oh. Oh, I used all my stamina. Okay. Spotted us from... Oh my god. Oh shit, okay. Maybe they can't come inside. Alright, oh. Alright, let me... Skill tree. Survivor. Unlock new skill abilities and decrease hunger speed. What we're gonna do. There's a little cache there. Keep an eye out for the fireflies. A grenade and a token. Okay. Buff. Craft the fiber. Armor. Get some leggings. Even without a backpack, we've got quite a lot of space, to be fair. And although we took a bit of, like, a health hit, it's not like we're, bleeding out or anything. Shit. Spoke too soon. There is, like, a block system. You can kind of kite them as well. Oh, never mind. Took a hit there. Oh, these 12 gauge, 7.62. Different ammo types. They've got a good range on them. Into this little house. Get some clothes. Oh, nice. Typical that there are shorts there. The same kind of thing. We've got the hat on though. It's important. Okay, these guys are dead. Nice. Got some shoes. And a backpack. Gives you an extra 20 slots. So it's just slot based, not weight based. It seems like the clothing does a percentage for you. Little things like you can't like loot the crates or like dismantle things. I think that would be cool to add that as well. I think. Yeah, it doesn't look like you can break those things. They run quite quick as well. They are like fast zombies, I guess you could say. Right, and I'm literally just going to come over here. We're going to craft more cloth. I'm going to craft a shirt. And then we are going to craft a pickaxe. Hammer is used to destroy building items to get your items back. Good. Have the machete. That's 15. Doesn't do as much as the spiked baseball bat we found. That was pretty good. Little loot box. I think quest log. The place to rest becomes more dangerous at dark, so gather enough wood, build a campfire. That's what we need to do next. Okay. Loot all that. We got a gas can. That's good. That's good. Survivors inside. I guess not anymore. Oh, and they just spawn all over the place, it seems. Oh yeah, they just spawn where you're not. I feel like if I was making a zombie game, I would have it so that every now and again the game would generate like a horde, and that would replenish the map with new zombies. But if you'd cleared out an area, that area would stay zombie free until that horde came through, and then naturally zombies would drop off the horde, if that makes sense. And it means that if you went back somewhere a few days later, there might be like zombies back again, which supports, you know, keeping the gameplay kind of fresh and keeping you on your toes, but without you feeling like, oh, you turn around and a zombie spawned behind you because you've met some code condition in the game that means that zombies can spawn because you're X amount of meters away. Did we pick up more cloth? No, yeah, we did. One sec. I'm just gonna make a bandage. Pop that on there as well. Puts me in a position where I'm like not sure where to build a base, because I'm guessing they can just come and get you anywhere you go. It's quite nice you get XP for kills and for finding stuff and things though, because does mean. Here we go. Oh, we're hungry. That's why we're taking damage. We don't have any food, really, do we? Wow, I'm gonna die from hunger. Add some hunger. Oh man, I don't know. We don't have any chicken or anything, do we? I mean, I can craft a fire. Love that it's got search. Simple thing, but... added only 5%. Oh no. Right. I guess we put the hammer on here. We can remove it. Oh, come on. That's a bit too much, isn't it? It just spawned all them in there. Oh. Need like more berries and stuff, surely. We're gonna die here. Be interesting to see though, do we pick a new character? Do we respawn? It's quite a lot here actually. Yeah, oh, what? We're dead. There we go. So X to give up. You can get revived. Looks like we have 30 minutes to pick up our stuff if we want. And we respawn a little bit down the road. And it does show for 30 minutes you got your body that you can go retrieve. So you keep your skills. That doesn't get reset. I don't mind the music that's on in the background, but I feel it does need some combat music, and knowing that it can just drop the music for a little bit as well, come back in nicely like at different times. Like it's just on a looping track, which I think is fine when you're playing an hour or two, but when you're like 30 hours in, like having some different tracks would be cool to have. But yeah, it's I mean that is some, unless I'm being really dumb, it's not like berry bushes or even wild animals that you could like hunt for food. I know they had chicken in the tutorial. No deer or boar. If that's the case, you got to pretty quickly go into the into nearby places to try and scavenge for food. Baseball bat is like crucial. And time does go quite slowly, so you do have quite a bit of time, to be fair. This is a copy and paste of the place we had earlier, just in a different place. Same asset. That's the problem with the asset packs as well. Oh, nice. Problem with the asset packs is that I guess you potentially have less well, you definitely have less variation because they're limited by the assets that have been created in the first place, if that makes sense. Which I think that's nice. I think that's something that I think the SurrounDead dev, I don't know about these devs, they might be doing it as well, where they use the asset pack as a starting point, but then you can vault as well, that's nice. But they've then got artists that are developing assets that match this vibe as well. So if they need extra assets that aren't in the packs, then they can do that because they'll just make them. But it serves as like a starting point. I already see it. We'll probably have a few comments, people that haven't got this far in the video. That'll be like, oh, it's a SurrounDead clone, or it's like SurrounDead wasn't the first one to use this asset pack. It's probably the one that's made it most famous, but it's literally a pack. I imagine there will be a skill. God, they're quite tanky. I'd imagine there'll be a skill that will allow you to not use as much stamina, maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe. Oh, increases stamina, yeah. Skill tree is very light at the moment. I'm not a fan of how spongy they are. I would much rather... I think this has both, to be fair. But I would much rather there be more quantity of zombies, but then be a bit more easy to kill, so that you get killed by numbers and poor planning, rather than like facing up against one super zombie after another. That's just a preference. I do prefer slower zombies that are more in number, and so you get swarmed by, you know, not checking your surroundings, and you back yourself into a corner. Like Walking Dead zombies are my kind of shtick, whereas World War Z zombies, where they're like charging and piling up towards that is more terrifying. I will give you that. That is a more nightmare fuel when it comes to zombies. But I prefer that as an experience. What type of zombies do you prefer? Let me know in the comments below. Can't really tell from the block if it blocks damage completely or not. We're in the same kind of shtick that I guess the loot tables aren't really defined yet. So searching in a house doesn't give you like food and drink. Searching in a construction yard doesn't give you like construction materials necessarily. I mean, we've got a hammer there, but it's it might just be a little bit randomized, or it is just RNG. Money in the briefcase. These do seem accurate though. These seem to be loot table. Like the let's see if the fridge has some food. Let's see. Make me eat my words. Okay, add a food pack. There we go. So that on there. We won't use that until we need to. That's cool. So okay. So the things inside it, if they are a housing item, they do seem to have a loot table. And then we can search the... Oh, there's a thing in there. I mean, this is pretty cool if you're... Like I said, if you're wanting that kind of co-op SurrounDead experience. It's running very well. I think it looks quite good. I think for me, it just depends on the zombie... There's different zombie types as well. So they get worse or scarier in the middle of the map. So I'm guessing that'll be like your tank, and that'll be your like spitting zombie and all that kind of stuff, you know, the stereotypes. But I think combat's too one-dimensional to have you swinging an axe at a zombie that many times. I think there should be 2 or 3 hit with melee because you got the stamina. So fair enough. Don't have any ammo, but. And I think if you've got a gun and you've got headshots, like, they should be going down 1 or 2 shots max. Like, again, that's the thing, right? I'm not really a coder. I've been self-teaching and learning in between the times that I can. And there'll be people that'll be like, oh, this is like an asset flip or all that stuff. But I know too well that if I buy this pack, I'm not ending up with this game. You know what I mean? Like, I can buy the pack, but you still got to code the underneath of it. You still got to get it all working. You still got to get it optimized and running. And we got some nice food packs there now. We do need bandages though. So although I'm like, oh yeah, these are things that I would change and do, I can't go and build that myself. You know what I mean? And so kudos to the devs for actually making this and getting that out there. Definitely some things I'd change, but they're more my taste rather than like, oh, bad game. Just, I would rather zombies not be spongy, and I would rather just bandages replenish a little bit of food and drink. It does. Yeah, I would have zombies not as spongy. Keep the speed if they, you know, if that's crucial. But I'd probably increase the density of zombies, not have them spawn behind me at any point, and make them go down easier. But increase the damage they do based on the difficulty you picked at the beginning of the game. So, you know, make it so that 1 or 2 scratches could be lethal, you know? But I don't know, I feel like, oh, increase health bar of enemy doesn't makes it more frustrating in the long term rather than makes it more scary or dangerous, you know? And at the moment there's no rhyme or reason. They seem to just spawn. There's like a safety area like around me, and they can't spawn in that area, but they will spawn and then once I like move out of that bit. I kind of like that there was a timer to go get your body as well if you want to. I'm not actually going to bother with that. It wasn't anything really we wanted. Quest log. So gather the required materials, craft a backpack, and equip it to increase your carrying. Okay, so it's just kind of the opening quests are a little bit redundant because they're kind of tutorial, but we've already had a tutorial, which was basically a copy of what SurrounDead does with its tutorial. Not gonna lie, from what I remember, they had a very similar thing going on. I don't think the devs are going to sit here and pretend that they don't even know what SurrounDead is and they haven't heard of it. You know what I mean? I think that. Oh yeah, we took no damage there, but it takes stamina. Oh, it doesn't take stamina. Oh, so you can actually block as long as you want. Okay. Cool. Took quite a few hits there though. Yeah, I think obviously influenced, and I think from what I searched up beforehand of this, people were frustrated that I think SurrounDead, that is right, isn't it? SurrounDead is, oh, I can't alt tab. It's bizarre. I have to like press my Windows key. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Like you can't alt tab out of the game. Yeah, Survivor makes SurrounDead, don't they? And it is single player only. Yeah. So in a way, that's what they've aimed for. They're not aiming to take this, like for me, where I'm like, I will probably only ever play this game single player. Great, it gives me another option to play. And then I can compare whether I prefer SurrounDead or this or any of the other zombie survival games out there, and play and experience that game. But if you want a co-op version of this kind of gameplay, then SurrounDead isn't a competitor of this game. They are not like competing until SurrounDead adds co-op. You know what I mean? I don't even know if that's on the devs' roadmap or radar or whatever you want to call it, if they're planning to do that. Right, we've got an abandoned convenience store there. My one thing that I'm just going to check before we like dive hunger, thirst, or whatever is we go crafting, we go buildings. And okay, so you can make a prefab, but you need the planks for that. Can you make planks here? There's no workbench. No workbench needed. See, I guess that's what I would add, is that you need like the crafting stations, but technically you can just make those and go back to buildings. We need nails. We don't have enough for nails, actually, do we? Oh, so foundations you need nails as well. All right, so is it scrap? Scrap metal. We need to find cars. Okay. And it's not these types of things, are they? We can't break these down. Okay. Let's go to the gas station. Have I got more cloth? Being able to pin recipes would be really useful. Or just have better categories here. But I like this system. I think it could just be laid out a little bit better. Pop that there. Okay. A little bit of health and check skill tree. I imagine when this comes out into early access, this will be much more established, because I guess at the moment it's there's hardly anything in the skill tree. Seems like you level up the skill trees individually maybe as well, I don't know. Walkie-talkie. Just Oh, it's broken. Just a crafting material. Meds. Get some food. Meds and some soda. That's good. It's got some water. Some fluids. Oh, that was on our body, wasn't it? Where we had the fuel can. What's that? Leather. Okay. Okay, it's full already. Load of like random sunflowers everywhere as well. And this isn't one that's like unique. There's a faction safe zone up there. Should we go see the faction? Yeah, this isn't something that's unique to this game, but I'm really I don't like it when it's a single player game and it doesn't pause. Like, I know you can just save and exit, it saves automatically, but if I'm playing solo, let me pause. I don't get why that doesn't happen. Is it more complicated to code? If you're multiplayer, you can't pause. If you're solo, you can. It seems like it would be just a toggle based on the state of the game, but yeah, not sure. Again, I would love to make my own game one day. I don't know if I'd make a game like this, but I'd love to make my own game one day. But I need to keep learning code and stuff like that. So it's definitely not not something I'm doing anytime soon. I mean, if I was to make a game in the next year or two, I'd have to hire a developer and an artist, but I think from a gameplay and narrative point of view, I could probably do it. I don't know what I'd make though. Definitely something small to begin with if I was doing that. Be quite fun because I'd like to think I'd play my own game like I'm playing this right now and be like, actually I don't like that. People aren't gonna like that, or this could be better, that could be better. But then I imagine devs play their own game being critical like that, and then you've got like a natural bias, haven't you? I guess, I don't know. So we're in a little motel here, a little hotel. Got some survivors. Eve, she's willing to trade, so we've got trading screen. We got stuff we can buy. $750 for the pistol. We actually have cash. Does she have ammo for the Scar? Is 7.62, isn't it? Let me just double check. Because there's two Scars, isn't there? Yeah, this Scar is a Scar H. I will pay. Okay, one sec. So we can actually. We can sell as well, so we can add to sell. You can kind of do a little bit of a barter. Yeah, add the thing there. Don't need those. That's used for crafting. Some of this stuff might be rare and I don't know, but confirm the trade. There we go, we've got some ammo now. You can buy water, they got 99 water, like, yeah, fully stocked. Nice. And support the faction, so reputation tokens, you have 70. But donate all tokens. And I guess over time you then build up reputation with them. That was here, wasn't it? Faction. So when you get to tier 1, you can then claim grenades, medical boxes, weapon parts, rifle barrels. It's an interesting idea. It's an interesting system. I like the idea of that, for sure. Oh, that's the lantern. Oh, these are they all here? Oh, they're the wardens. Oh, they're all here. Okay, and then that's the other guy. The foundry. Can't trade with them, but I guess they're representatives nearby. Mannequin. Mannequin on the bed. Okay. Pretty cool. Right, let's kind of got so much money. Kinda defeats the point a little bit. But why craft it? What else are we going to use money for? Okay. Got loads of ammo. So that's all good. Got cash there as well. Got water in the MREs. And got our firearm of choice. Got our bandage. The amount of hits we take, I know it's only cloth, but it's convenience. I mean, they got to limit how much cash they give us. Because at this point, it seems easier to do the quest and get the money. We just need to craft a backpack. What do we need to craft a backpack? Storage. Not storage. 10 cloth. Cloth. There we go. Quest is done. We got $100 as well. We got more slots. Quest log. Follow the road. Locate the trading post. Speak with the trader. Learn how to buy and sell supplies. Well, well, well. Do you have shoes, kind lady? You do not. You do not have. Is this not the trader? Oh, that's the trade. Oh, okay. Still thinks I'm over there. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Well, we gotta... Oh, yeah, move on then, haven't we? I think, all in all, it's early. I like it. I don't know how much it's gonna be. Let me just, very quickly... Hope I don't get attacked. Let me just double check. Because sometimes you get a, sometimes they do include a little, what's it called? Like a press kit of sorts. Like sometimes they put the price on the press kit. Other times they don't. Press kit, there is a press kit link. Yeah, inspired by games like SurrounDead, Daisy, and Miscreated. You're not dead, but you're getting close. Vehicle, zombie survival, risk versus reward gameplay. Plan to have dynamic events, expanded crafted system, more weapons, gear, biomes. They got the roadmap, which, if I open that up, we can kind of have a look at that. Walk through that together. But no price, as far as I can see. So apologies, at the time of recording, I don't have a price, but... What'd you say? 8 quid? 9 quid? 10 quid? Something like that. I think if it's more than $15, it might be a little bit steep. Especially if you're... It's always one of those things, isn't it? If you're putting this as like a co-op game, then you know people are gonna... You can kind of price it a little bit lower, because you know people might buy like a couple of copies, like, you know, for them and their mates. Is that someone on a crucifix? It is. We gotta go check that out. This is what I do like. It's got interesting POIs. And I think it's not procedural generated, it's a fixed map. Early access is going to have all the general kind of stuff we're seeing right now, really. Dungeons and bunkers as well. Temperature, heat sources, different enemies, and then intro quest line. And then Phase 1, which is Q4 2026, maybe around Christmas, there'll be motorcycles, vehicle upgrades, attack helicopters, both AI and player controlled, more weapons, more bunkers and POIs, story and side quests. You'll be able to have NPC companions and followers. And the factions will have new rewards and ranks, as well as locations. But if you want first person isn't coming until Q1 2027, so January to March next year. There'll be bounties, convoys. Some of the stuff on this roadmap looks insane, to be fair, actually. I'm like, actually, this is pretty cool. More enemy factions, more human enemies, deeper progression skills and perks. You gotta wait until next year for that. And Phase 3 is advanced vehicle systems. In this Q2 to Q3. Vehicle storage and garage. Dynamic NPC factions. Faction wars, they'll fight against each other. Advanced base building, which will have defenses, electricity, automation, and more. And then even more dungeons and bunkers. And then future and beyond, large map expansion. You know, this is 2027, second half of 2027 and onwards. They want airplanes and airfields. Seasons and dynamic... Oh, season dynamic weather's already in the game. They've already put that in. Advanced, though, I guess. So either factions and rework and expansion, mod support and workshop. So a very ambitious roadmap. And lots of... That's good, we need that scrap. Yeah, a very ambitious roadmap, to say the least. Some cool things on there. Even I'm reading that and going, that, you know, in 6 months' time, this game would be pretty impressive if it delivers on all of those. I don't mind playing this kind of game third person. But yeah, if you are someone who wants the first person, you're not going to have that until next year. So it might be one to add to the wish list and keep an eye on. But yeah, I think it's intriguing for sure. They want us to be the best survival experience possible, and they want you to weigh in on it. So give them the feedback. Tell them what you like. Tell them what you don't like. I don't like having the AI like faction like icons and stuff like that. But otherwise, I don't think the game itself has any AI in it. Other than those faction icons, everything else seems like, you know, it's just, it doesn't need it, does it? It's the asset pack, so yeah. But like I said, we can't progress with our quest until we go back, and it spawned us so far away. I'm not going to get to our body in time, but like I said, I'm not too fussed about that. But yeah, I think if this is like $15 and under, I think around that $10 sweet spot would be quite nice, because I think it gives good value for money for what's here at the moment and gets people in early for what's to come. And it might be something quite cool to play with your buddies. This is horrendous. Like the vista definitely needs work. I think you could have some wildlife, you could mix it up a bit. I think having more like human factions and things like that could definitely add more threat to it as well. And they did say, I think on the Steam page, they said like, I guess in the middle is where you're going to see like the bigger enemies and things like that. I guess they'll have like their tanks and spitters and all that kind of different zombie types. But and quite a long day as well. Like it's only just 4 p.m. Is it? It's not quite a minute a second either, is it? Was it every 5 seconds is a minute? Let's go 26. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. Yeah, roughly. So every 5 seconds of real time is 1 minute in game. It's quite, I quite like that it's not day night constantly. You do get a lot of time in the daytime. We are getting to the point where we're going to need to make a base and a fire so that we can survive the night, because the temperature's going to drop. have something that looks quite... I don't know what you call this, like a temperate forest, isn't it? It's a bit like... I don't know if it is like a Pacific Northwest thing. You got these kind of trees and mountains and stuff, but it's very 33 degrees C is very warm for what I'd expect this environment to be. Hot in Mexico at times, and that has palm trees. Kind of hoping we'd stumble upon a bunker. I don't know if they've got a particular... Like the map could do with a rework as well, because it's kind of like as you zoom in, it loses its clarity. You could make this a really nice interactive 3D map with like some nice map markers. These tokens we're finding. And they could do a lot with the environment because it's a fixed map, it's not procedural. They could do some really cool like environmental storytelling with this game as well. I'd really take a leaf out for like Escape from Tarkov's book for that. You know, show, don't tell kind of thing. Kind of like, you know, humans that like shot each other to death and none of them walked away from the spoils, or, you know, stories in people's homes where the zombies invaded, I guess. Lots of opportunities for that. But yeah, they need to go back to the music. It's nice, but they need to let it fade out a bit, let it come back in, have a bit of combat music if you're getting chased, have a few tracks on rotation every now and again. It doesn't need to constantly be there. Right, Trader Mike. That's Gary. Don't know what this is. You can enter your car in the garage to repair it. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's where you'd repair your car, if we had one. Trader Mike. We've got some experience points for survivor agility. Okay, so you get XP for your... He's got the same stock as well, he doesn't have anything different. You get XP for the actual, yeah, so based on your level. You can get points for that one. So we've got 2 survivor. And we're fully maxed out on our skills now, already. Yeah. We can use that campfire. Although we don't, like I said, we don't really have any meat. Repair bench. Oh, seems like it's a fixed cost no matter what you do for the repair. So you want to actually let it get low. It's not like a scale. Like if you only need 5%, it's 1 scrap metal, but if you need 50%, it's 10 scrap metal, for instance. But this is quite nice because it does make I guess like a formal kind of safe zone. So if you did want to just like tab out for a little bit, your mate's still running around or whatever, you can't pause it, you can sit in here and you're quite safe at least. Or if you did want to go through and have a little explore with like what kind of stuff they've got here and things like that, then you can do. But it's pretty interesting. It does depend for me how much, if this comes out and this is like $20-$30, I can't say I could recommend it. But if it's like 15 or under, I think, so that'd be like 12 pounds, I think, and under, then I think that'd be pretty fair for where it is at the moment. And it's got some cool ideas, and the roadmap's very promising, and I know you should never buy a game based on a roadmap, so... But if they can deliver on that, in a year's time, we could be looking at a very, very strong game, and it's... I think a lot of people will just judge this as a SurrounDead clone. But... yeah, I haven't played SurrounDead in the last, like, year or so it's been a while. But this is your only option if you want a co-op version of that, as far as I'm aware. As far as I'm aware, there might be others, but I don't know what that... Was it Miscreated was the other one they were inspired by? But they're not trying to... They're not like SurrounDead 2. You know, they're not trying to hide it. They're like, no, we're influenced by it, but we wanted a multiplayer version. We wanted one we could play with similar vibes, but we could play with friends. So, that's what they've done. That's where I'm going to leave it, guys. Let me know what you guys think of this one, and let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. That's where I'm going to leave it, and I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and remember this game comes out on the 1st of September. The Steam link is in the description below, so if you do want to add it to your wish list or just keep an eye on it, see what the price is and all that kind of stuff, or find out more, you can see that roadmap on the Steam page as well. Then that's where you can go do it. Thank you so much for hanging out, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.